Hello and welcome back to another episode of Not a Roadrunner. So today is a very exciting episode because I've wanted to do this for ages, but I don't have the kit or the skill set. So my buddy Lee from down south is coming up today for the weekend, so we can see it. We're going to polish it. I need to clean it first before he gets here, but we're going to polish it so it's going to be gleaming, hopefully, and not just take all the paint off. I might end up with a silver car by the end of this, but I'm going to take you along for the journey. See you in a minute, guys. So as we go along, I'm going to do a bunch of panoramics of each step that we go through. So this is the pre-wash. So my car cleaner of choice is Detailer's Juiced Banana Suds, I think it's called, but basically it's their car shampoo and it works really well. So this first clean has to be really thorough because obviously we don't want any dirt or grime getting in our polish or our foam pads. So after we've cleaned the whole car, now we needed to start using the polish. We used the cut polish for the whole of the day. This is the polish that we used, and we used a medium cut with a medium foam pad, and I have to admit, as you can see, the results were pretty amazing. First thing you need to do is put a couple dobs on your foam pad, but definitely use it sparingly. Then you've got to smear it on the paintwork and then start on a crisscross pattern to make sure you get good coverage, and definitely don't bite off more than you can chew and start with a nice small area. The biggest part that I struggled with was making sure that the foam pad stayed flat to the paintwork. I know it sounds simple, but when you are doing it yourself, definitely make sure that you're keeping that foam pad nice and flat on the paintwork. So in true British fashion, obviously we wanted it nice and dry, so it started to rain. So this was our little canopy that we rigged up to make sure that we could carry on the whole day. As you can see, compared to the oxidized paint that it was before, the shine we got off of it was pretty amazing. Always helps when you have the correct tools for the job, which we never have on this channel, but this toothbrush sounding thing was brilliant for all the smaller parts of the car. As you can see here, between the quarter panel and the door, the colour change is actually insane. Something of note is when your paint work is this bad, definitely clean off your foam pads between every single application of polish to your pad. So just brush it off with a brush and then you're ready and you're set to go for another round. It's mad, isn't it?
Give my fucking detailing mates a laugh. So look at this piece of shit I had to polish.
If you've never used a foam pad before and you are working on a car as old as this, definitely want to avoid rust. If you hit rust with a foam pad, it's just going to disintegrate and blow up, so definitely avoid those like the plague. If you don't have like a tool like this, so like the littler one, what you can do is you can do it by hand. So just bang it on a cloth and then just go backwards and forwards, same as you would with the polisher, but obviously it will take a lot more time. And that completes day one. So we ended up finishing about 20 minutes before it absolutely tipped it down, so it was pretty much perfect timing. But we got all of the polishing done, so tomorrow is clean it again and add some sealant that I bought from Wilko. The sealant spray from Wilko is about £8, so it's really good value, and it's basically like your sealant waxes or your nano sprays. And by the looks of it, we're going to need that because the weather is just tipping it down. Lucky for us, day two had a much better weather, so we started cleaning the car, ready for the sealant. The sealant spray is much more effective if on a dry surface, so I dried the whole of the car after we'd cleaned it. Now that she's dry as a bone, it's time to add the sealant. So, best way to go about this is to have two cloths. First cloth you need to prime with the sealant spray, so 5, 6, 7 sprays on it. Then you have to rub it onto the car and then use your other towel to dry it off afterwards. After that, just work in small sections and just 3 sprays, wipe it on, then wipe it back off, and just rinse and repeat for the whole car. So that completes everything we did with the paintwork. But before I show you what it looks like now, I thought I'd add a final finishing touch. This final touch was all courtesy of some 21st birthday money well spent on some States plates, number plates. And that concludes our episode of Not a Roadrunner. So this was like, I was so impressed by like the results of it. Like, I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys, learned something that you can do on your car. I know the kit's expensive, but trust me, it was so worth it. It literally looks like a different car. I mean, you can see the difference on the video, but in real life, it's actually amazing. So, huge shout out to Lee, for one, spending 3 hours to come and see me, to come and give me a hand, to let me borrow your kit, and for your expertise, because I would never, ever have been able to do that without him. So, if you like that video, please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next episode. Cheers, guys.